Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook, bring you our 2014 NFL Draft Special. We're going inside the war room with the New York Giants. We're going to take a look at their team needs to see what players could be possible selections to help fill those needs. But first, let's start off by taking a look at the upcoming picks the Giants have in this year's draft. The Giants have 7 selections in this year's draft with 2 picks in the 5th round. Now, where do the Giants have to get better? Quite honestly, they answered a lot of their needs and solved a lot of their issues via free agency. So this draft will be more about depth more than anything. And right off the bat, I believe the depth along the defensive line is going to be key. They have to be able to rebuild that depth to keep that rotation fresh throughout the course of a game and throughout the course of the season. Second, I believe they have to get dynamic at tight end. Losing Martellus Bennett last year to the Bears via free agency was a huge loss for that Giants offense, so they have to find a way to get better at that position. And I'm also willing to bet you'll see the passing game look a lot better as a whole if they're able to find that dynamic tight end. And along that offensive line, I think they could find a way to address the center position also in this draft. Now, here are some quick notes to keep in mind. Number one, the picks are based off my own rankings of these prospects, and this is the Giants portion of my total 7-round mock draft. And to view the big board and to see other draft picks for other teams, visit the website footballgameplan.com/draft. The Giants can go either way with this 12th pick, and I think they can go tight end, they can go pass rusher, but I do believe the defensive tackle spot could use some firepower, which is why I'm going with Aaron Donald out of Pitt. He's quick off the ball and was a constant disruptive force on the inside all season long. Now the trio of Donald, Cullen Jenkins, and Jonathan Hankins, last year's 2nd-round pick, looks much more dangerous to opposing offenses. In the 2nd round, I scooped up offensive line help for the Giants with center Travis Swanson out of Arkansas. Swanson consistently graded out in the high 80s for me and would give the Giants much needed athleticism at the center position. The tight end position needs much more versatility, and I believe a guy like CJ Fedorowicz would fit perfectly in this Giants offense. He's not a flashy guy, but he does have the soft hands and blocks extremely well, and I think he'll bolster the running game because of that. The way this mock draft fell for the Giants, they get value and a steal in round 4 with Oregon State's defensive end Scott Crichton at 6'3", 265 pounds. Crichton is a guy that plays a lot like Justin Tuck. Very good versus the run and can play multiple spots up front along that defensive line. Continuing to build depth along the offensive line, Boise State's Charles Leno had an excellent week of practice down at the East-West Shrine game this year. He played left tackle for the Broncos, but I also believe he can move down inside at guard if need be. But either way, at either position, he'll provide both athleticism and depth along that offensive front. Gator Hoskins out of Marshall would be the excellent versatile threat the Giants can utilize on offense. They can put him in the backfield. They can also flex him out wide. His athleticism and ability to play in space could be precisely what they need to jumpstart their passing game. And finally, in round 6, I've added yet another defensive tackle with the ability to apply pressure from the inside, and that's Kyrie Thornton out of Southern Miss. He's an ideal one-tech that plays a run on the way to the quarterback, just like you coach him up to be. I think he would be an ideal fit and also a steal this far down in the draft. Now here's the recap of my Giants-only mock draft, and as you can see, it was a defensive line and offensive line focus. Aaron Donald, Scott Crichton, Kyrie Thornton, 3 guys that can really get pressure on a quarterback. Travis Swanson is an outstanding center, along with Charles Leno, the outstanding tackle from Boise State. And you look at the tight end position, we got 2 guys in the fold to help Eli Manning out with CJ Fedorowicz and also Gator Hoskins. So I think this draft would help the Giants get back to where they want to be, which is in the playoffs, competing for championships. And I also want to give a huge shout out to Giant fan forums for always showing football game plan support.